In a world filled with endless snacks, few have managed to carve out a legacy as powerful and as irresistibly crunchy as Cheetos. From lunchboxes to movie nights, from office drawers to factory lines that never sleep, these fiery orange puffs have become a global phenomenon. But behind that addictive crunch lies an extraordinary world of innovation, precision, and sheer engineering genius. Today, we step inside one of the world's largest snack factories, a place where science meets flavor and where billions of Cheetos are born every single year. The story begins far away from the factory floor, in the golden fields of the American Midwest. Here, under the wide, open sky, endless waves of corn sway in the breeze. It's this humble ingredient, simple, natural corn, that forms the heart of every Cheeto. As harvest season arrives, modern combines roar to life, slicing through rows of corn with mechanical precision. Each kernel that falls into the collection bins carries the potential to become one of the world's most famous snacks. Once harvested, the corn embarks on a long journey. It's carefully loaded onto massive trucks and transported to the Cheetos production plant, a sprawling, state-of-the-art facility that operates 24 hours a day. Here, inside towering silos that reach dozens of feet high, the corn is stored in perfect conditions. Temperature and humidity are constantly monitored by computer systems, ensuring that the raw material remains as fresh and consistent as possible. When the moment arrives, the corn begins its transformation. Conveyors carry it from the silos into high-speed cleaning machines. Jets of air and fine mesh filters remove dust, stones, and any impurities, leaving behind pure, golden corn ready for processing. From here, the corn moves to massive grinders that pulverize it into a fine powder, cornmeal. This is where the science begins. The cornmeal, rich and fragrant, is fed into an extruder, the heart of the Cheetos making process. Imagine a machine that works like a giant pressure cooker and pasta maker combined. Inside its metal chamber, the cornmeal is mixed with water and exposed to intense heat and pressure. In mere seconds, the temperature can soar above 150 degrees Celsius, while powerful rotating screws compress the mixture into a dense, molten dough. And then comes the magic moment. As the dough is forced through tiny holes in a precision-engineered metal die, the sudden drop in pressure causes it to expand explosively. What was once a dense, sticky mass suddenly puffs into its familiar, airy shape, that signature curl we all know. This instant transformation, known as extrusion, is a marvel of food engineering. It's the same principle that gives popcorn its pop, a perfect marriage of heat, pressure, and timing. The newly puffed corn kernels are delicate and fragile, still warm from the extruder. Conveyor belts whisk them away toward massive rotary dryers, where hot air gently removes moisture until each piece reaches the perfect crunch. The process is timed down to the second. Too much heat and the snack burns, too little and it becomes soggy. Technicians monitor every batch, ensuring consistency across millions of puffs rolling down the line. Inside the control room, glowing digital panels track every step. From temperature to moisture content, every parameter is logged. It's an orchestra of automation, overseen by human hands that understand the rhythm of production. As one engineer explains, you can feel it in the air when the crunch is just right. Once the kernels are perfectly crisp, they're ready for their next transformation, flavoring. And this is where the real fun begins. Giant stainless steel tumblers await, slowly rotating like industrial-sized drums. The puffs tumble inside, dancing and colliding in a mesmerizing rhythm. Overhead, jets release a fine mist of oil that evenly coats every piece. This helps the iconic seasoning stick. And then comes the magic dust, the vibrant orange cheese powder that defines Cheetos. This powder isn't just cheese. It's an intricate blend of real cheddar, spices, and flavor enhancers developed through years of experimentation. Each variant, from classic crunchy to flaming hot, has its own secret ratio of heat, tang, and saltiness. As the powder rains down, The room fills with a warm, savory aroma that's instantly recognizable. Workers often say it's impossible not to crave a handful while watching. Once coated, the Cheetos move through cooling tunnels, where the air is carefully chilled to lock in the flavor. They emerge perfectly crisp, shimmering under the lights, with that unmistakable orange glow. But before they can make their way to store shelves, every batch must pass through rigorous quality checks. In the factory's quality control lab, trained inspectors pick random samples and test them for crunchiness, weight, shape, and color. A special device even measures the sound of the crunch, a signature trait that defines the Cheetos experience. Only those that pass every test continue forward. Any that don't meet the standard are recycled into animal feed, ensuring nothing goes to waste. Meanwhile, deep within the facility, a separate team works on the cheese itself, the soul of Cheetos flavor. It begins with fresh cheddar sourced from trusted dairies. The cheese is aged, then dried and ground into a fine powder. Using precise blending techniques, scientists adjust the flavor balance to achieve that perfect tangy kick that melts into the crunch of each puff. It's culinary science at its most delicious. But perhaps the most iconic flavor to ever come out of this process is Flaming Hot. The legend of Flaming Hot Cheetos has become snack folklore, often told alongside the rise of bold flavors that change how the world eats. It's a flavor that brings both fire and addiction, a symphony of chili, garlic, and heat that lingers long after the last bite. As the production line continues, thousands of golden orange curls tumble down conveyors every minute. Robotic arms scoop them into precise portions, ready for packaging. The sight is hypnotic, rivers of Cheetos flowing into an endless sea of silver and red foil bags. Each bag is filled with nitrogen gas before being sealed, not to inflate it unnecessarily, but to protect the chips from breaking and to preserve freshness. In the blink of an eye, machines seal, label, and print expiration dates. More than 300 bags per minute rolling out in perfect rhythm. Beyond the hum of machinery, there's a quiet pride among the workers. Many have spent decades here, mastering the delicate art of snack perfection. They know the smell of a perfect roast, the sound of the ideal crunch, and the look of the flawless golden puff. Every shift, they oversee millions of Cheetos being born, snacks destined for homes, offices, schools, and movie theaters around the globe. Once boxed and loaded onto pallets, the bags make their way to massive warehouses. From there, fleets of trucks and ships carry them across borders and continents. It's a logistical ballet, ensuring that every store shelf stays stocked with the snack that millions can't resist. But the journey doesn't end at the factory gates. Cheetos have become part of pop culture, appearing in memes, recipes, even high fashion. Its fiery orange dust, affectionately known as Cheeto, has become iconic in its own right. Whether it's coating fingers, inspiring street food, or fueling creativity, Cheetos have transcended their snack origins to become a symbol of joy, indulgence, and innovation. Yet behind all the fun and flavor lies an incredible balance between artistry and precision. Every Cheeto is the result of carefully engineered science, from the grain that grows in distant fields to the perfectly measured dusting of cheese powder. It's a story that connects farmers, engineers, flavor chemists, and factory workers, all contributing to one thing: that perfect, irresistible crunch. And while the technology continues to evolve, from smart sensors to AI-driven production lines, the essence remains the same: simplicity transformed into joy. A handful of corn, a spark of creativity, and the sound of 1,000 crunches echoing around the world. So next time you reach into that bright orange bag, remember, it's not just a snack you're holding. It's the result of decades of innovation, passion, and precision. From golden fields to glittering factories, from simple corn to global craving. This is the story of how billions of Cheetos are made every single year. Music rises, warm, cinematic closing tone. If you enjoyed this journey inside the world of Cheetos and want to explore more fascinating stories of how everyday favorites are made, Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. The next factory might just surprise you.